Hello everyone, welcome back to the Global Alert TV channel. Please subscribe and like my videos. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most shocking and significant events unfolding in the heart of the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, a massive drone strike that has penetrated deep into Russian territory, setting off fires and panic across the region of Rostov. This incident is not just another attack in the war, it marks a new chapter in modern drone warfare, a technological evolution that is redefining the boundaries of defense, offense, and deterrence. The strike in Rostov, hundreds of kilometers from the Ukrainian border, has stunned military analysts and governments worldwide, raising critical questions about how far this conflict might go and what message Ukraine is sending to Moscow through this bold operation. From the exterior view, the scale of this drone assault was enormous and visually striking. Eyewitnesses in Rostov described a dark night sky suddenly lit by streaks of fire, followed by loud explosions that echoed across the city. The flames spread rapidly, engulfing parts of an industrial complex believed to be linked with Russian logistics and fuel storage. Videos circulating on social media showed plumes of thick black smoke rising high into the early morning sky, with emergency services struggling to contain the blaze. The exterior devastation was clear: charred vehicles, shattered windows, and debris scattered across wide areas. Residents described the impact as if the ground itself had exploded. This visual destruction is more than symbolic, it represents a calculated strike deep into Russia's logistical network. The message was loud and clear: Ukraine can now reach the heart of Russia, far beyond border regions, using its growing arsenal of advanced drones. Now let's go deeper, into the interior of what made this strike possible. Ukraine's drone program has undergone a remarkable transformation over the past 2 years. Once dependent heavily on foreign technology and imported systems, Ukraine has now developed a robust, homegrown drone manufacturing capability that rivals even some of NATO's mid-level programs. The interior workings of this operation reveal a combination of long-range UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, advanced GPS navigation, and real-time targeting support. Ukrainian engineers have been working tirelessly to extend the range, precision, and payload capacity of their drones. In this attack, it's believed that the drones used were part of Ukraine's new long-range model, capable of traveling over 800 kilometers, carrying explosive payloads powerful enough to ignite fuel depots and damage critical military structures. The interior planning was equally impressive: intelligence gathering, route selection, and coordination among multiple drone units were carried out with meticulous precision. Sources suggest that Ukraine used satellite imagery and electronic warfare systems to map out weak points in Russia's air defenses. The drones were launched in waves, overwhelming radar systems that struggled to detect the low-flying, fast-moving objects. Some of the drones flew just above tree level to avoid detection, while others ascended at the last moment to hit specific targets. The success of this operation shows the depth of strategic and technological innovation inside Ukraine's military command. The interior strategy, combining data-driven intelligence with agile field decision-making, has made Ukraine's drone operations unpredictable and highly effective. Performance-wise, the attack demonstrates extraordinary capabilities in terms of range, endurance, and precision. These drones performed under intense conditions, flying across enemy territory, facing electronic jamming, and navigating through multiple air defense layers. The fact that several drones made it all the way to Rostov and detonated successfully indicates that Ukraine's performance metrics have improved drastically. Earlier in the war, many Ukrainian drones struggled to bypass Russian air defenses or ran out of power before reaching distant targets. Now, these new models are not only surviving but also performing complex maneuvers and synchronized strikes. Performance in drone warfare isn't just about reaching the target, it's about coordination, timing, and adaptability. Each drone likely had a pre-programmed flight path, but analysts believe the mission also included human oversight, operators monitoring in real time, adjusting flight paths using encrypted communications. This hybrid control method enhances both precision and resilience against countermeasures. Safety features play a major role in drone design, even in military contexts. Unlike traditional missiles, drones can be programmed to abort missions if the target becomes non-viable or if civilian risk is detected. Reports suggest Ukraine has implemented advanced fail-safe protocols into its drones, self-destruction sequences that activate if the drone is captured or diverted off course. This prevents sensitive technology from falling into enemy hands. Additionally, electronic shielding systems protect the drones from being easily jammed or hacked. For the Ukrainian military, these safety measures ensure that each operation limits collateral damage while maximizing tactical efficiency. From a broader perspective, the growing sophistication of drone safety systems reflects a shift toward more responsible warfare, a recognition that technology, even when used in conflict, carries ethical implications. Ukraine has been vocal about targeting only military and logistical infrastructure, avoiding civilian zones whenever possible. Now, looking at the unique selling points of this operation, it stands as a symbol of both resilience and innovation. Ukraine's ability to strike so deep into Russian territory, bypassing traditional air defenses, shows the world that warfare has entered a new age. The unique selling point lies not only in the technical achievement but also in the psychological impact. Russia, which once claimed complete control over its airspace, now faces an adversary capable of reaching its industrial heartland. This sends a powerful message both domestically and internationally. For Ukraine, it boosts morale and demonstrates technological parity despite limited resources. For Russia, it introduces a new layer of insecurity, forcing them to invest more heavily in air defense systems and stretching their military focus. On a strategic level, this single strike changes the perception of safety inside Russia's borders. The unique selling point here isn't destruction, it's deterrence. By showcasing capability, Ukraine is signaling that continued aggression will come at a cost that Moscow can no longer ignore. Price, in the context of this operation, extends beyond money, though even that is fascinating. Each long-range drone used in this mission costs only a fraction of the price of a traditional cruise missile. While a Caliber missile might cost millions, Ukraine's drones reportedly cost less than $100,000 each, and in some cases as little as $20,000 depending on design and payload. This cost efficiency creates a new dynamic in modern warfare. With limited resources, Ukraine has managed to produce results that rival or surpass those achieved with far more expensive weapon systems. The financial price is low, but the political and strategic price for Russia is high. The fire in Rostov not only damaged property but also symbolically burned through Russia's image of control. For Ukraine, each dollar spent delivers exponential value in terms of visibility, deterrence, and tactical advantage. The price of innovation, in this case, is yielding returns far beyond the battlefield. When we talk about price in a human sense, the cost of escalation, it's impossible to ignore the risks that come with such deep strikes. Each attack invites potential retaliation, pushing the conflict into uncharted territory. Analysts are warning that as Ukraine extends its reach, Russia may respond with harsher tactics. Yet, for Ukraine, the decision seems driven by necessity rather than choice. To survive, they must disrupt Russia's war machine at its core, its logistics, fuel supply, and production hubs. The price, therefore, is one Ukraine appears willing to pay for the sake of long-term security. In conclusion, the drone strike deep into Rostov marks a turning point, not just in this war, but in the evolution of modern combat itself. It represents a fusion of courage, intelligence, and technology, proving that warfare is no longer about size or numbers but about precision, innovation, and adaptability. The exterior devastation shows Russia's vulnerabilities, while the interior mechanics reveal Ukraine's growing mastery of unmanned warfare. The performance was exceptional, drones flying farther, faster, and more accurately than ever before. Safety systems ensured control and minimized civilian harm, while the unique selling points demonstrated that Ukraine can deliver powerful blows with limited means. The price, both financial and psychological, favors Ukraine, proving that smart warfare can outmatch sheer military might. This attack has changed the balance of fear and the global understanding of defense. It shows how innovation can level the playing field even against a larger, wealthier adversary. As the fires in Rostov slowly die down, their smoke carries a message far beyond the battlefield, that determination, creativity, and technology can rewrite the rules of war. Ukraine has not only struck a target, it has struck the world's imagination. So, what comes next? Will Russia reinforce its borders and retaliate, or will this become a pattern of deeper Ukrainian incursions? The answers remain uncertain, but one thing is clear, the era of drone warfare has truly arrived, and no nation can ignore its implications.